It's a big week at the Fed. This is Ron Wysockarski for the Black Hole of Real Estate. And this is the week where it's going to change. Jerome Powell has been in his elected term for the past, 14 years? And he's going to stay on, but no longer as the Fed chair. See, on the 15th of the month, that's when he steps aside, and Kevin Warsh will be the incoming Fed leader. And things will change. Now, interestingly, Powell's going to stay on. In the last several Fed chairs, once their term has ended as being the chair, they've gone into a different sector of finance and a different place in their life, but moved on. And interestingly enough, Powell's decided to stay on. There's been some controversy over some expenditures to redo the Fed building, and started with billions of dollars, and so there's a lot of strife about that. So he's decided to stay on for a period of time, and maybe it's just to transition and then maybe get whatever legalities are with that out of the way. Now, on the other side of this, we got Kevin Warsh coming in right now, handpicked by the President, Donald J. Trump. And while people want the Fed to remain independent of the executive branch, there's some skepticism on what that's going to look like. Now, my suspicion is it's not just the Fed chair. There's 19 different voices that are in the conversation in those Fed meetings, and 12 actually have a vote. So even if the new Fed chair wanted to do something, they still have to win the vote. And I think that's what keeps the Fed, somewhat neutral. Nothing's ever neutral in life, but independent, pretty good place. And I think what we're going to find is that it's already been mentioned, that Kevin Warsh is looking to shrink the balance sheet. And if that's the case, and they do shrink it, that may increase the likelihood of lower rates. Now, let's not kid ourselves. We all have in the back of our mind that once the handpicked guy of Trump goes in there, he's going to really try to force the rates to come down. He certainly put the pressure on Powell over the last year and a half. And my suspicion is the handpicked guy, there's going to be some overt pressure like, okay, you're getting this job and we want rates to come down. Is that, pressure from Trump trying to get those rates being pushed down and bullying the guy? Or did he just choose somebody that inherently wants rates to come down and he's looking for ways to do it within Fed policy? And I think that's what you're going to find. My suspicion is that because of his outlook on lower interest rates being something that he favors, and they've already taken steps to mention shrinking the balance sheet, that's probably what's going to lead to lower rates. June 16th to 17th, that's going to be the next Fed meeting. And it'd be interesting to see if there's any change in interest rates in that one, or if they kick the can down the road for maybe one more meeting. So the independence of the Fed is likely to remain intact. And I'll be watching, same as you, to see what happens with interest rates. So if you got questions about this is definitely the place to subscribe to and dial in. This is Ron Wysockarski for the Black Hole of Real Estate.